Now this is from HiPa360.com. I am definitely going to leave a link for you for their website in the description below. I like their slogan. It says, "Fixing machines can be easier." Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for following along and watching the videos, and we really appreciate everything that you do as far as supporting the channel. It's fun communicating with you guys through comments and things like that, and it's always just a good time. If you've been following along here on our channel, we do a lot of work on our property, and it always consists of small engines such as chainsaws, lawnmowers, and things like that. We had a company contact me through email and ask if they sent a few products that we'd do a review for you guys. And I said absolutely, because this is something we're going to need. Now the first thing they sent me was a 12-piece carburetor adjustment toolkit. I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to also show you some pictures here that's going to better describe this product for us. These carburetors have small screws and things like that on them that if you don't have the right tools, you can't work on them. Let's take a look at the pictures and then we'll come back and talk about this some more. And one thing that the picture didn't describe real well was the cleaning kit here. This does come along inside the pouch. And this has a variety of brushes for cleaning the ports and jets on a carburetor. And it should be pretty much every size you would need here. And everything in these little carburetors is small. So being able to clean this guy out, if you have something blocking one of the jets, or even being able to make simple adjustments with it, because you're going to have the specialized tools in order to do anything you want to do to the carburetor here. So I am impressed with the toolkit, and I know from experience that this is something that I can definitely use. Now you can put this in your chainsaw case, you can put it in your toolbox, or like me, I'm going to store this up here in the garage, and that way if I need to do a carburetor repair, I'm going to have the tools handy to get to it. There's nothing worse than being out in the field attempting to cut firewood or mow the grass and need something to do a quick repair and not have the tools at hand. Being able to keep this, basically pocket size inside your tool chest, that's a good idea and great gift idea. And we also received the maintenance kit for the replacement carburetor on the Poland 4218 here. Let's open this up and take a look at it. Bring it up there a little closer so you can see it. And it's always about service, isn't it? Just about the time you get good and busy, something goes wrong and you have some downtime. It's well packaged. There we go. Okay, here's our carburetor. 2 gaskets in there. Look at here. We have 2 fuel filters, a new spark plug, 2 primer bulbs. We also get the adjustment driver in here. This is a spline driver. And that's for those guys right there. And I'll tell you, if you don't have these can be troublesome. And that's what's nice about this kit here as well. Now you're covering a variety of different carburetors. 2 air filters, as well as the new hose we need for the fuel lines. And that looks like you could make 2 passes on that as well. and honestly at a bargain. Let's take a closer look at this carburetor. I do have one we can compare this to. The first thing I've noticed, this is our new one, and this is the original. That plastic right there is really bad about splitting up here as you're throttling this up and going full throttle. Sometimes that wants to split. But the carburetor they have sent me has a steel linkage in place of that. So you can see that's already going to be an advantage because you don't have to worry about breaking this plastic collar off there. Once the saw gets hot, and there's a lot of heat running around in one of these, that plastic, like I said, is prone to break. Now the rest of it looks identical to me. This linkage over here is the same. And then we have the bottom. So it looks to me like it's going to bolt right on there, guys. There's the back. Get that in the light so it's easier to see. Now their website is easy to navigate. Just simply type in the manufacturer or whatever you're operating on at the current time, and they even covered all the way back to this older Poland saw here, and I've had that thing for a long time and it has been a good saw, and I'm looking forward to getting it back up to peak performance, and it's always nice to have a spare sitting around. But again, they're covering a large number of manufacturers as well as different styles of outdoor equipment for us. That's a plus. Well, there we have it. I think a decent review of some nice products. At the time of the video, the tool kit was at $19. The carburetor replacement kit here was $27.50 or so. So under $28, I'll say it that way. And more than enough to do what you need to do here. It's nice having extra gas lines as well as filters should you have to do something, you know, later on past this point. And I know if I took the saw in for service, it would be at least 2 weeks for somebody to look at it, and probably a minimum of $50 to diagnose the problem to tell me what I need to repair. So it's really nice to be able to have something like this shipped to our door and me do the service myself in the comforts of my own garage. And I like tinkering with this kind of stuff, and I like new tools to tinker with. I hope this information helps you. Ruby at HiPa360.com. Thank you for setting this up for me and my viewers. I appreciate that. I will talk to you guys on the next one, and we will see what we can get into.